Welcome back in on a Sunday evening. Show number 2. Season finale for the AcesUp SimSports Pro Challenge Series. Wrapping things up at Eldora Speedway. We were here last week as the boys got practice in for the qualifiers. And tonight will be their final chance to get laps in competition before the actual competition. Make sure that they have got everything exactly how they need it so they can go over and run the iRacing Pro Dirt Series. We're going to update you on the points, and we're looking at your points leader right there. The 85 of Tyler Schell. He has a 47-point lead over Aiden Forrester. Forrester also here tonight. He is right behind him, and he spins the car to a stop. Logan Rumsey. And I know I saw his name. There he is. There's Logan. 41 machine. He's third in the points. He is about 66 points back. And then Kenny Hoffman in the 11 is your fourth place points holder, about 85 points back. And Tanner Pettit in the 24, and I saw Pettit's name, but I can't find him in the list right now. As the drivers are going to clear it off, and they are going to get ready for their qualifying. 26 drivers in the room tonight. And we are going to watch different drivers put in qualifying. In fact, Tanner Miller will be one of the first ones to roll out. We'll try to keep an eye on many of these. There's Kellen Sabo. He's driving the 57. It says the 02 on your scoring monitor. Evan Say in the 33 just getting out here. Cole Croft, but Tanner Miller will be one of the first to put a time on the board as he comes out of turn number 4. Streaks across the line, 12.89 seconds to set the benchmark. Ryan Avila, Aiden Forrester, Logan Rumsey coming around. He is going to get onto the clock right there. Up that backstretch. Miller still on top, 12.89. Say just a tick slower at a 9.2. Rumsey puts a lap down. Rumsey falls. Aiden Forster now goes to the top, 12.83. Avia, Augustine, Lindgren. Rumsey up to third on lap number 2. Where's is Tyler? There's Tyler Schell. Schell on the slider line through 3 and 4, across the line for the first time. Nope, across the line for the second time, excuse me, and that is 12.93 will be his best lap. Kenny Hoffman now trying to get a lap scored. He does. Where does it move him? 24th quick, Kenny Hoffman. Here is your third place points driver, and the session's going to end before you can get done. So it'll be Ethan Johnson who jumped to the top at the very end. 12.82 seconds. He'll be your quick time for this evening. So we'll get ready for heat number 1. And we are just going to wait for drivers to get out here so we can try to get a look at the cars as they grid out, but it'll be the 07 of Stephen Gaines on the pole. Tanner Miller in the 9 will be to his outside. Aiden Berlin, 13 car. He'll start row 2 to the inside with Evan Sayin, the 33 on his outside. Sean English, 960. He's the inside row, inside car on the 3rd row with Kellen Sabo. We saw Sabo. He's in the 57, not the 02. Position 6, Dustin Sargent, 77 car. Row 4 to the inside with Seth Gregory on his outside, and Tanner Pettit, the 24 car, who did not score a lap because that got a little hectic. There's the 13, the beer line. Well, hello, Anne Marie. Good to see you back in the chat. English in that 960. We're still waiting on Tanner Pettit to make his way along with Evan Say. Seth Gregory, the 14 car, outside that back row right there. Very clean, very flowing. Good looking paint job on that one. The 77 of Dustin Chardon. There comes the 33 of Evan Say. Still waiting on Pettit. Will he make it out? Ooh. I don't know where all of you are, but it is like single digits cold where I am. And that is ridiculous, I have to say. Because on the way back, we decided to check out our furnace and turn it up so the house would be nice and toasty when we got back home today, and the furnace was not working. So we are running off a handful of space heaters, and it's not a lot of fun. I know people do it all the time, but I'm not one of them, and I don't know how they do it. So, all right, we're ready for heat number 1. I think we're going to go around a couple of times here. I don't think we're going to go green this time by. We might. Everybody is bundling up real quick here. They are getting tight, getting close. Pace truck making its way to the infield. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Did not take gains in the 07 long to grab the lead and start to drive away. Beer line came from the inside of that second row, and he grabs the second position. Miller trying to hang on to third. Evans saying the 33 peaked to the outside. Now cuts to the inside. Could not quite get there. He may do it this time. Slider from Say and an easy crossover for Miller. Sabo trying to work into this. English threw a bomb in there, and it didn't hit anything. He picked up 0 positions. They're single file all the way back to 6th right now. Now side by side, as Say had an issue getting out of 2. I think he brushed the fence, and Miller's going on the attack. So is Sabo. Top 2 have broken away. This time Say with a hard lick to the fence, but it didn't slow him down a bit. Can't get the spot back from Miller. Top 3 are locked in at the end of this one. Right now, Gaines and Beerline are it. Tanner Miller in that 9 car, hanging on the white flag lap. Here comes English. Big slider into 3 and 4. Gaines and Berlin 1 and 2. Miller took it back right at the line. 4/100ths of a second. He'll transfer through. English, Sabo, Gregory, Say, Pettit, and Sargent. You got to come through a B main here in just a few moments. So let's get a look at the starting grid for our next heat race. We're going to line them up like this. Blake Carrick, the 38, on the pole, and Kendall Tucker in the 00 will make up that front row. The 85, your points leader in the series, Gumby. Tyler Shell, row 2 to the inside, and he'll have Robbie Buchanan in the 31 on the outside of him. Connor Dudek, the 7, third row inside starting duty with Wyatt Schuhart in the 1 WS. Next to him, Cole Croft has the 29 car lined up inside row number 4 next to the 11 of Kenny Hoffman, and Shea Stewart will start the 40 car on the back of the second heat. So got 8. We take 2 more, I think, from each one of these. 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, and then we'll find the remaining field out of our B main. So, green flag in the air. Heat 2 underway. -10. No, Tom. No. No, that's not possible. That is horrible. I couldn't do it. I don't know how y'all live. Carrick to the point. Shell to second. Schuhart got around Dudek, but that wasn't easy. He takes third. Dudek to fourth. Buchanan is fifth. And now Kenny Hoffman trying to work his way forward. Hoffman gets up and into P5. 3 wide almost back here. Now they are 3 wide. Coming out of turn number 4. They single file it out quickly. Stewart, Buchanan, Croft. Tucker is at the back of this thing, and Kendall Tucker didn't make the call for the start, so that's why he is showing the 9th spot. The laps are ticking off quickly. We are already halfway home. Kenny Hoffman, big slider into 1 and 2, and he goes all the way to third, but he's stacked on top of a 3 wide. Schuhart, Dudecker right there. They're going to swap lines, and they're going to keep going right after one another. This time Dudek with a great run out of 2. Passes both drivers, Hoffman and Schuhart. And he was almost third right there at the line. Carrick and Shell still 1-2. Dudek right there going by the 7 car has third, but not for long because Schuhart slider right on the nose of the 7 car. Checkers coming down. Carrick and Shell go through. Third for Schuhart. Dudek fourth. Hoffman, Buchanan, Stewart, Croft. All in behind. Good racing in that second group right there. Third, fourth, and fifth. They were all over one another. Bomb sliders. Yeah, Tom, you can keep every bit of -10. I'm sitting here thinking about that, and I just got colder. I'm not sure that was even possible. So let's look at the starting grid we'll have for our final heat race tonight. Going to be the 960 of Sean English on the pole. Kellen Sabo. Wait a minute. We already saw these guys. So we had 2 heats. We chopped the field down pretty quick. Yeah, 9 and 9, 18 plus 8, 26. That's where we were at. So we're going to be main number 1. I think we're taking quick math in my head. We're going to drop 4 drivers completely out. 5? We're going to drop out 5 drivers. So we're going to take 2 or 3 of these and 2 or 3 of the next ones. But it's English, Sabo, Gregory, Say, Pettit, and Sargent due to start B main number 1 right here. Tanner Pettit not making. I don't know if he. Well, he blinked in right there for a second. He blinked in, blinked out. He'll have to start right there on pit road, it looks like. So English and Sabo will get us going. Green flag in the air. Tanner Pettit's going to have to hope for a quick caution here so he can get caught back up. English, Gregory, Sabo, Sargent. There's almost single file. Evan Say dropped to the bottom. Goes slider line 3 and 4. He's going to come out of there 3 wide. Seth Gregory put the slider in 1 and 2, and Say countered that quite easily. Now Say to second, Gregory to third, Sabo and Sargent 4-5. But it is all Sean English, and Sean English is driving away. Right at the top of the racetrack, all the way around. Trying to find the tacky stuff and keep his forward momentum. This time slider line in 3 and 4. Car very twitchy getting through the exit of turn number 4, but he is almost a second ahead of Evan Say. Kellen Sabo side by side with Seth Gregory. Final transfer spot up for grabs right there. They'll stay side by side for the time being. This time, Gregory with the big slider in, and it didn't matter because Sabo crossed it right back. Wave lap 5 to go. Best battle on the track. There is over a second between first and second. There is about a second between second and this battle right here. Oh, up into the wall, the 14, and I thought Sabo was going to clear him, but he got a little bit tight. Couldn't get the car to rotate the last quarter of that turn. Had to give the spot right back. We're inside 3 to go. This time Sabo into the fence. That might be the nail in the coffin. English to 2 to go. Say, and now Gregory. Sean English has a 1.3 second lead at the white flag. Evan Say a little quicker the last lap, but it ain't enough. Out of 4 into the checkers. B-main number 1 goes to Sean English, Evan Say, and Seth Gregory. Sabo, Sargent, and Pettit. Good luck in your next race, boys. It will not be here. Just wait for this session to end and switch to the next one. All right, we are ready for our lineup. It looks like this: the 7 of Dudek, the 11 of Hoffman, the front row. Buchanan on the inside of row number 2. He'll have Stewart on his outside, and then Colecroft and Kendall Tucker making up the final row. We are still waiting on Robbie Buchanan to get in, and there he is in the 31 car. So, final B main. Everybody rolling onto the racing surface. We're going to get them going down here in turn number 4. Pace truck will get out of the way. Dudek and Hoffman, good start for the 7 car. Dudek leading them up the backstretch. Hoffman to second. It's a big battle for third. Tucker from the back slides around Buchanan, but cannot get to Stewart. Now loses the spot back to Buchanan. Lead under fire. Dudek side by side. Hoffman. Slider line in 1 and 2. He takes the point. Now here comes Stewart in 3 and 4. Tucker around the top side takes the 3rd spot away from everyone, and now he's making a run down the backstretch. Dudek found the fence. 2 spots, 3 spots. He goes back to 5th. Buchanan. Slider in 1 and 2, and Stewart bumps the wall. So Buchanan's up to 3rd. Stewart, Dudek, and Croft, the last 3, but Kenny Hoffman is out front. Kendall Tucker, slider line in 3 and 4, and he closes the gap ever so slightly. Hoffman. Then Tucker, and now Buchanan, Dudek, and Stewart are going at it again for the 3rd spot. Oh, big time into the fence for Buchanan. He did it to himself right there. He goes tumbling up the backstretch. No caution. Everybody got clear. Tucker still second. Hoffman still first right now. Stewart with 3 laps to go, hanging on to that third spot. Popsicle sticks this time. 2 to go. Hoffman by 3/10, make it a full 3/10, make it almost 4/10 coming out of 2. I think Tucker might have gotten a little weird line. He tried to make the run back. A white flag in the air. Hoffman stretching it out on the final lap. Into 3 and 4. Kenny Hoffman, Kendall Tucker going to the A main. I think Chase Stewart goes with him. Dudek, Croft, and Buchanan are done for the evening. So they'll have a little bit of a warm-up here. While they do, we'll fill you in on the rest of the week here at the Digital Sim Sports Network and the Dirt Racing Network. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, Dirt Slingers Racing League. Season opener for season number 25 of Monday Night Thunder. 8 o'clock. That'll be your big blocks. The Jess and Jim Steakhouse Big Block Modified Series. Defending champion Dylan DeWert back to work. See if he can defend that title. And at 9:30, the England Farms 360 Wing Sprint Cars. That series on Monday nights will alternate back and forth. 360s on the odd number weeks and 410 Wing Sprint Cars on the opposite week. 410s are brought to you by the Rockin' K Logistics folks. Then Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern, Epic Racing Association and their AMP grading and demolition, or grading and excavating. I better get that right. I'm going to get in trouble again. Grading and excavating Pro 08 model pavement cars. They do a great short track show, and they run anywhere from 75 to 100 laps every week. And those guys put on a great show. So Tuesday night's a lot of fun around here for the Digital Sim Sports Network. Wednesday nights, we stay on the pavement. The Midwest Truck Series continues their trek around. Their race at Atlanta last week, one for the ages. And they've had a lot of really good races. So make sure you mark your calendars down for that. Thursday night, question mark. Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series. We may or may not be covering that. We are not sure still at this point. But you never know. We may show up there and just do it because, well, we just want to. And then on Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, the American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars. I think they're on about round number 6 or 7 now for that series. So, the full week scheduled for 9 shows. We know 7 confirmed. 8 and 9, still a toss-up. But you never know. We like to give the fans what they want, and everybody loves that series. I enjoy that series a lot personally. So we want to give the boys every opportunity. We want to give you guys every opportunity as well to see great racing. As all the drivers, I don't know what that was, all the drivers itching to get going in 2 and 1 and 0, and the track will be open for the last 120 seconds. They can get out here and get some last second adjustments, make sure their fuel loads are correct, get everything going. Do not forget, if you're on Facebook, like, share, and follow. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, you hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. Season finale here, so next Sunday, the late show, we will not have one unless something pops up that needs a cover. But we will have the season finale for the Mars series next Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. If something doesn't pop up, we may just take some Sundays off and cut it back to 5 days a week and try to get 6 or 7 shows in the 5 days. We'll see what we do here. Scheduled for 21, I think. Maybe only 20. They might have only taken 2 out of each one of those B mains. I know we had to cut at least 5 cars. They may have went ahead and cut the 6th car as well, and that would have chopped those 2 fields in half, so maybe the top 3 made it through. You get a weird number like that, and you take 8 of them out, you put 9 in each heat, you take a couple of those out. Pretty quick, you get to a weird number where it's hard to pull an odd number of drivers out of the right spots, and it's not fair to pull 3 out of one and 2 out of another, or 4 out of one and 3 out of another. And so the decision gets made to just make it the same for both. Warm-up session coming to a close. We are getting ready for our final feature of the season. Shell has a 47-point lead. I think he just needs to finish the feature, and he will be the champion. "20 drivers ready for 35 laps. Let's see how they're going to start. Dylan Yeager, the 48, will be on the pole with Joey Lindgren in the 16 on his outside. Mike Augustine, the 19 car. Row 2 inside with Matt Powell in the 46. The outside of that row, your third row, the 41 of Logan Rumsey, next to the 49 of Ryan Avila. And the fourth row, the 20 of Aiden Forrester inside, Ethan Johnson in the 12 on the outside of that row. That's your quick 8 from qualifying. Well, we'll move on to our heat race winners. Stephen Gaines, the 07, and Blake Carrick, the 38. That's the 5th row. The 6th row is Aiden Beerline, the 13. Tyler Schell, your points leader. On the outside of row number 6. Row 7, Tanner Miller in the 9 inside. Wyatt Schuhart, the 1 on the out. And then the 960 of Sean English next to Kenny Hoffman in the 11 for row number 8. Row 9 is Evan Say in the 33 and Kendall Tucker in the 00. And then Seth Gregory in the 140. He's not in the 140. He's in the 14 car. I swear he's got to be. And Chase Stewart. He's in the 14 car. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right about that. Got to do some triple-digit numbers when you get numbers that overlap, and it looks weird on the broadcast, but it all works out. So watch them roll on. Joey Lindgren up here. That one car, good looking car. All right, final feature of the season, 35 times around. Tyler Schell with a 47-point lead in the championship hunt. And Yeager, Lindgren on the front row, ready to bring us to the green flag.
Green, green, green.
We're underway. Through 1 of 2, top 3 get single filed out. 4th place, Mike Augustine, side by side. They're fanned out behind your leader, 2 wide, several rows deep. So it looks like we're pacing at full speed right now. 3 wide, almost 4 wide down the backstretch into turn number 3. Avila went to the very bottom. Augustine right in the middle of that whole thing. Forrester was right there as well. Cutting, carving, slicing, dicing, coming out of 2. Lindgren back to 3rd. Forrester now is 4th. Right across the nose of Carrick went Augustine. Now Matt Powell right in the mix in the 46 car. Here comes the 49 of Ryan Avila. He's 7th and working the top side. Stephen Gaines tucked in behind. That's right behind Carrick in the 21, and he crossed over, went underneath, and he'll make the pass. Let's go to the front. Logan Rumsey now going around Dylan Yeager. Rumsey goes to the point. Yeager second, Forrester is third, Augustine fourth, Avila still in a battle, fifth with Lindgren. Looking through the field, Tyler Schell is 15th at the moment. English, Tucker, and Stewart already parked. They are finished. So 17 still out here, and Tyler Schell's in 16th place in that deal. Aiden Forster needs to make up 47 points.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution for the first time. Wyatt Schuhart, the one car. Well, looks like he's going to have an issue. Bumps the fence down the backstretch. Kenny Hoffman's right there. Up the hill. He finds some more fence. And, yep, he's laying on his side. So we'll get everybody slowed down. We're already down to 25 to go. We'll reset the field. Rumsey, Yeager, Forrester, Augustine, Avila are the top 5. Lindgren, Powell, Gaines, Carrick, and Ethan Johnson making up the top 10. Then Tanner Miller, Evan Say, Kenny Hoffman, Aiden Bierlein, Tyler Schell, and Seth Gregory through 16th. Those are the only cars on the track. Woo. Was exciting at the start. A lot of these guys will be in the show tomorrow night with iRacing. I'm not sure how many weeks are left in that. Can't be much. It may be the finale for them too, because I think they started with the late model and they alternated weeks back and forth between the late model and the 410. Lights are off. We're getting ready to go back to green. We'll single file and bring them nose to tail. And Logan Rumsey will get us restarted with 25 laps to go. Pace truck's out of the way, and Rumsey wasted no time. As soon as that pace truck dove left, he dropped down the hill, stomped on the throttle, and he pulled away from Dylan Yeager. Get him out to 4/10. That's about 12, 13 car lengths. Here comes Forster with a slider in 3 and 4 trying to take second, and he didn't quite make it happen. Now switching lanes. Slider City coming back and forth. Yeager went for it in 1 and 2. He bumps the fence at 3 and 4. Forster now has the spot. Mike Augustine is tight behind. Up right there on the high side with Yeager, and this time Forster in the middle, slides out to the top. Caution coming out. Mike Augustine gets it right. No caution going to fly because they got him saved up. Lindgren and Augustine got together. Now they're both going to fall back to 7th and about 11th. But they saved the cars. So Rumsey, Forster, Yeager, Avila. Powell is 5th. Stephen Gaines, the 07 runs 6th. Lindgren, after the contact with Augustine, was able to power the car through it, and he holds on to 7th. Miller is 8th. Blake Carrick 9th. And Augustine now making passes, trying to get back in the top 10. He is 10th. He's going for 9th. He's going for 8th. And I think he's going to get them both. Didn't quite get Carrick at the line that time. Still battling. Hoffman now coming through. He's up to 8th, and it only lasted for a moment. Kenny Hoffman. Big slider. Oh, Augustine into the fence. I don't know if the car is broken or not. It doesn't look like it's tracking straight. Yeah, he's going to find some wall on the outside of turn number 4. That car not turning left at all, and he's having to just slow it down and bank it into the fence, but he's fallen to 15th. Up front, well, blinkers everywhere as Rumsey was blinking out. But Forrester not able to capitalize. He's still running second. Avila's third. Yeager fourth. Powell, Lindgren, Gaines, Say, Hoffman, and Miller through 10. Then Carrick and Shell, 11 and 12. And Kenny Hoffman working hard, but he's boxed in right now. Battle in front is intense. Evan Say, Joey Lindgren, and Stephen Gaines, and they are just swapping 7th place back and forth. Kind of passing it around like a hot potato. Now they get single foul from in. They're 3 wide behind as Hoffman, Miller, and Carrick went 3 wide. Here's Tyler Shell looking for racing room. Rumsey under fire, slider from Forrester. Not able to make it stick, and Rumsey will go into 3 and 4. Kind of go the middle top slider right there, and he leads at 11 to go. Big slider line that time for Logan Rumsey. And I'll tell you what, Aiden Forrester is all over him. We may have to wait until all the points are tabulated if Shell can't get up here and get close to this, because if Forrester comes up with the win, that could change everything. Ryan Avila now up to third. Yeager is fourth, and they are getting tight at the front. Lap car down on the bottom, Ethan Johnson, as they rolled past him. And I'll tell you what, the slider battle is nowhere near done right now, because Forrester keeps going after Rumsey in 1 and 2, and Rumsey this time hard into the wall, going into 3 and 4. 7 to go that time. Your top 3 are right there. Rumsey, Forrester, Avila. Powell and Say just got around Yeager to take over 4th and 5th. Now Yeager falling way back. Something wrong with the 48 car. Everybody going by him like he's sitting still. Wave lap this time. It's 5 to go. Rumsey, Forrester, Avila, and I think Forrester is just setting something up here. He did the cut down, didn't make up any ground, so I bet this time he tries something different over here in 1 and 2.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution, and that'll change everything. Oh no, Joey Lindgren, Evans Say. Let's go drone cam for this one. Miller got into Say, good save. Say came down. Lindgren was there, saw the opening. Kenny Hoffman was in there as well. And that probably ends things for Evan Say. That car was dog tracking big time right there. Let's see if we can find him on track. He is already off track. He and Lindgren both on to pit road. Last car on the lead lap. Maybe not. Mike Augustine is a lap down. I'm sorry. I thought he was on the lead lap. He is not. He's 1 lap down, but he's the last car out there, 13th. Seth Gregory in the 14. Tyler Shell in the 85, 12 and 11. 10th place, 21 of Carrick. Beerline in the 13 is 9. Yeager, Gaines, Powell. Hoffman is 5th. Miller is 4th. Avila, Forster, and Rumsey We will have 4-lap shootout. I felt like Forrester was trying to set something up, see where he could find a run on Rumsey. Tried a couple of different exit lines. They didn't work out, so I think he was getting ready to do something different. But the pace truck gets out of the way. Logan Rumsey gets us back going. There goes Avila after Forrester. Forrester going to have to go top to bottom to get back around him, and he does it. Now he's going to stay at the bottom. Slider into 3 and 4. Rumsey counters that easily. 3 to go. Top 3 haven't changed, but Tanner Miller now up to 4th. He may have something to say about this at the very end. 2 to go. The signal this time by, and it's still a Rumsey, Forrester, Avila, 1, 2, 3. Caution coming out, and we're going to re-rack them for a 2-lap shootout. 13 car this time. Aiden Beerline, he's right there with Dylan Yeager. Oh, and he got into Yeager, got around, and nothing anybody behind could do. And that sent him for an ugly ride. So we are going to get another 2-lap shootout. Another restart. Rumsey, Forrester, Avila, Miller, Hoffman, Gaines, Powell, Yeager, Shells 9th, Carrick, Gregory. That's your lead lap cars through 11, and Mike Augustine in 12th, 1 lap down. Everybody else is off of the track at this time. Hello, Tim. So we're going at least one more time. Lights still on the pace truck. Still yellow lights around the speedway. 2 laps to decide it, and right now, I think Shell probably has enough points in the bag if he can stay where he's at. I don't think he can make up 47 in about 7 positions. That's a lot of points per position. We'll have to find out. We will wait, and we will wait patiently to see. We want to make sure that if we officially announce a champion that it's correct, but we're getting ready to go back to green. 2-lap shootout, and Rumsey's ready to get us going. Pace truck started to head in. Rumsey jumped on the throttle, and so did Forrester. Forrester goes to the bottom. Does he get the launch? He got a big run coming down the backstretch, but he wasn't close enough to go for the slider, and Rumsey will get to the white flag first. Next flag ends the race. Avila drops to the bottom in 2. He'll go by Forrester. Rumsey covered the entry line into 3 and 4, and Logan Rumsey will win the season finale. Avila 2nd, Forrester 3rd, Hoffman is 4th, Miller 5th. Tyler Shell comes home in 7th with Forrester dropping back. I'm pretty sure it is a foregone conclusion. That's fine. That Tyler Shell will be your series champion. Real quick look at the remaining cars. Stephen Gaines 6th, Tyler Shell 7th, Matt Powell 8th, Seth Gregory 9th, Blake Carrick was 10th, Dylan Yeager comes home in 11th, Mike Augustine 12th, Aiden Beerline 13th, Joey Lindgren 14th, Evan Say 15th, Ethan Johnson was 16th, 17th was Wyatt Schuhart, 18th Sean English, Kendall Tucker at 19th, and Chase Stewart rounded out the field. So while we get ready, talk to our drivers. Oh, good. There's Aiden Forrester. Is Kenny Hoffman our hard charger? You know what? Let's do this in the right. Let's do this right here. Let's go up and go with our hard charger. Well, you know what? We're going to leave that there. Because while he was the hard charger, he also ends up on his lid. He's still laying over here. I believe that's probably turn 2 where he is laying. But Kenny Hoffman, you drove through the field like a champion, and then the cool-down lap, not so friendly.
Yeah, surprised. I was just very fortunate. It didn't happen to us sooner. We had some very bad right rear damage, so I didn't really expect to get Tanner with that one or green-white checkered. But you know, we had a very unfortunate going there at one point. I felt like we were really, really good, and then right rear gets snapped by same clowns who drive over people every week. So, but to be broke and to still finish 4th and go up as far as we did is a pretty good sign.
Well, you had a pretty tough go of it. Your qualifying probably not where you wanted it at all, and you even had to go through a B main to get in here. So to start at the back and charge forward, what does that tell you about going to the finale tomorrow night for iRacing?
Yeah, we got a really good piece. I just really got to clean up qualifying. It's you know, this is the way the track was for qualifying was very. I feel like it was unexpected for me, in my opinion. Just there was a weird rut entering one, and we just got caught up on that rut, and couldn't keep the front end on the ground. So, I guess we'll have to work at that. I need to better myself early in the stages because I feel like if we can put ourselves in the right position, we can be very strong for tomorrow night's race. So. Hopefully we can clean it up, but there's no doubt that this machine has a lot of speed right now.
All right, man. Some shout outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight and start getting ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, just shout out to you for broadcasting all year for us. Or all season. Thank you for doing that, and thank you to Chad Griggs for putting on this money league for free entry for us. And then also shout out to all of our partners, AcesUp SimSports, JRB Designs, KSMS Racing Media, Johnson Paquette Racing, Casey Simons Photography, Bocus Built Sprints, Fusion Setup Shop. Huge shout out to Colin Bocus for all the work he does to keep us at the front each race. So, like I said, hopefully we can run good tomorrow.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on running up to the field, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That's Kenny Hoffman, your hard charger. Now we'll move on. Man, he ran second for most of this thing, was going after the leader on and off, and at the end, Aiden, did the car just go away? What happened there? Because you fell back right on that last restart.
Yeah, I just made the wrong choice with the line there. Track changed in their caution, and just made the wrong choice in turn 1, and Ryan was able to get next to us, and it was a one-lap shootout, so we couldn't complete the pass back. But we had a winning car. I believe if different circumstances happened, we could have won that race. But still a good finish, still second in points, and we'll take it as a really good season. I can't wait for next year.
All right, man. What did you learn tonight that's going to help you tomorrow night over in the finale for iRacing?
Yeah, the track definitely changes a lot and moves all over the place. So we're going to have to keep up on the track and track conditions and where the lines are at. I mean, there's a million different lines tonight. So that's going to play a big factor in tomorrow. And as long as we can keep up on that, we'll be pretty good.
Awesome run tonight. Shout out some thank yous. We'll let you head out.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Blake and Evan at Majula C Speed Shop, CFME Sports, Trackside Collective for the paint, VLR, Sweet Victory, just everybody that plays a part in our team.
All right, man. Congratulations again. Good luck tomorrow, and hopefully I get to see you sooner versus later.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Your third place finisher. That was Aiden Forster. Now let's grab the driver. In the 49 car, he kind of stayed hidden in the weeds for most of the evening. And all of a sudden, when the pay window was ready to open up, 49 car shows up, comes home second. Ryan Avia, good finish tonight.
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty excited for tomorrow, actually. Wasn't too happy going into the night. Went third quick and kind of brought me back up. So, yeah, not too bad to round out tonight.
Well, what'd you learn here tonight on this track that you think you can apply to tomorrow night and maybe move up one more step?
Maybe play my early race a little bit better. I feel like I waited a little too long behind some of those guys. I mean, just picking the right line. First 10, 15 laps, track is pretty good, and then it kind of soloed out for the bottom, or for the last 20 or whatever. So, no, I think tomorrow, I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow now. So, a couple setup changes and see where it goes from there.
Awesome run, man. Give me some shout outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta thank you guys for broadcasting, pretty cool, and then Chad for putting the league on. Been pretty fun one to run all season. Tanner Pettit, Jimmy P. Mac Tools, 1425 Photography, Ethan Johnson over at Free Speed, Dalton Strum Photography, Trackside Collective, and AcesUp SimSports.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and good luck tomorrow night over there at the iRacing Pro Series finale.
Thank you.
That's your second place finisher tonight, Ryan Avia. And now let's move on. The guy that got to the lead and really only got challenged a couple of times, and he finally, on the last restart, is able to hold everybody off. Logan Rumsey, good win tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Started 5th there and just I didn't really know where to go. I thought I'd get like stuck on the bottom or something, but there was some grip going into 1 that you could kind of catch and then turn it down the track, and there was some grip off the bottom of 2. So I guess I just tried that, and it worked real good on the first couple laps. Got to the lead pretty early, and you know, I knew that line would probably go away eventually. So we got to the top around lap 10, and I definitely didn't feel the best, but I mean, I guess I was still pretty fast. I feel like Aiden was a little bit better, but I was definitely getting a little loose and turning the motor a little bit too hard, trying to get down the straightaways and stuff. So definitely need to do something to get a little bit better for tomorrow when it gets dead slick. But it was good enough to win tonight.
Well, we saw you bank it off the fence a couple of times and thought maybe at one point it might have been bent a little. Were you fighting an ill-handling car after that? Before that? Or pretty much the whole night?
Yeah, I did. I hit the wall. When you hit the wall on the straightaways now, sometimes it bends the front axle and it kind of slows you down. But my spotter usually says if it bends it, but it didn't say anything. So maybe I just got lucky there and it didn't break anything. But because it didn't really change after that. So yeah, I mean it was definitely still a handful. You know, the track. You know, they changed the build so many times in the sprint cars. It's kind of hard to tell what the car is gonna do. So, you know, the track is really getting slick. So maybe we just gotta pedal it a little bit to keep the car in the track.
Well, an awesome run, man. You close out the season with a win. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you start getting ready for tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's to everyone on my team, JD Brown and James and everyone, and just Chad for putting up the series every week. It's great to get some laps in, and you for broadcasting it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Logan Rumsey picking up the win, and now I'm going to sneak it in on him, but I'm going to holler at Chad Griggs and make sure he's still here. Chad, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I am.
Can we officially announce our champion?
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't change, did it?
Let me look real quick here.
Well, he had a
It
47-point lead coming in, and I don't think 5 positions was enough.
Yeah, no. The order of the points is Tyler Schell, Aiden Forrester, Logan Rumsey, Kenny Hoffman, Mike Augustine, Tanner Pettit, Ryan Avila, J.D. Brown, Evan C., and Ty Shovelok are the top 10.
All right. Well, folks, you heard it. Tyler Schell held on and picked up the title. He's not here to talk to, but tell us, what does Mr. Tyler collect for being the champion of the series?
I believe it's $250.
Wow, that's pretty good for a no entry fee league, man. Pretty good season overall. A few bumps and bruises here and there, but the last 3 or 4 races were really good, even at the new track uses, which for such a small, tight little venue had the potential to really be not very good. But the guys came in and handled it pretty well. The last half of the season was really good.
Yeah, for the most part, it was. Like you said, we had some bumps and bruises. Most of that was kind of car count stuff. And that was due in large part to iRacing restructuring how they run their Pro Series with splitting it between late models and sprint cars, and you just can't get a solid group of guys every week. You try to reach out to all the guys that make it, and some of them make it. You try to add in filler guys that are good quality guys to run with them and make the field up, and then you got other leagues that are scheduling special events after the fact, and that draws a lot of people away, and just a number of different things that cause little car count issues. But we'll see. We're going to try to maybe put something together here coming up and see if we can't make something else work too.
Outstanding. And I agree with you 100% about other guys putting things up. I surely wish, and I know it's a pipe dream, and I'm sure you feel the same way, that if all the leagues would just kind of get together and communicate with one another, I think we could really put a pretty good community together. But right now, everybody's so splintered and factioned off, and there's just no communication between any league owners, that we just kind of run all over each other all the time. And I wish there was something we could do to change that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, because I truly myself do try to reach out to people to try to see, or I know what days they run their leagues, and I try to not schedule over the top of them, or, it's hard enough to get car count. We don't need numerous guys going the same nights, same times, trying to pull car count. So I try my best to schedule, outside of what they're doing. But then I realize, other people, they want to do special events and whatever. That's a big draw for people. But if I don't know those things ahead of time and whatever, there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. But I'm not sure what the real fix is there, or if there is a real fix. It's just, kind of try to do your best so that everybody maintains a good car count on the nights that they're trying to operate and run their leagues.
Well, as always, it's fun chatting with you, man. I hope I get to see you a whole lot on Monday nights over at DSRL. But thanks for inviting us to come and cover the series. If you do it again, give us a holler. Hopefully we can help you out.
We will certainly do it.
All right, that is Chad Griggs. He is the admin for the league, owns the league, runs the league, and like I said when he was in here, some bumps and bruises. You got to expect that sometimes, but overall, fun series to watch. It's fun to watch the best of the best come in and mix it up on a regular basis, and I think we got to see plenty of that this season right here. So that is going to do it for the AcesUp SimSport Pro Challenge Series 2024/25 winter. Like he said, they're going to try to put something together, do something again later. We will see if we can cover it for them. Appreciate all of you being here. Without you guys, there's nothing for us. No reason for us to do any of this. With all the great leagues giving us fantastic racing, there's nothing for us to cover. I got a little tongue-tied on my own closing speech right there. That doesn't happen too often. Pats on the backs, high fives to everybody all the way around. We really do love having you guys in. We wish we could get some more chatter out of you guys. But what we get, we do appreciate. Don't forget about tomorrow night, 2 shows, 8 Eastern and 9:30. Monday Night Thunder with the Dirt Slingers Racing League. Come and say hi to us till we see you.